Why do you think so many young minds feel lost today?
Do they?
I would say so. Yeah.
Do you think they feel more lost than days past?
I don't know. I wasn't around in days past. But
good answer.
I am around now, and now with the distribution of information, I can see what's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe this was always the case, but you have more experience than me in the days past. So I'm curious.
I've had a few more days past than you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an empirical fact that there are fewer people who say who are religious. And so I think that's something that contributes to maybe a sense of not knowing what to do with themselves. The sort of traditional pathways for kids today are kind of, split open, and
too many options.
Too many options can be more difficult than having few, in a way, right?
Right.
So that's what, they call our existential dilemma, We are free and we don't want to be. We want to be, we want to be told what to do.
These days, people are much more skeptical. One of the most interesting things to me about skepticism is people tend to find ways to come up with an explanation to why something is not. But, one thing I really do value is someone who brings a solution with the point that he's trying to make.
That's a really good point, because it's an easy thing to do to tear something down and to doubt it. Right. That's why I said the skeptic always wins, in a sense. You want to say that the skeptic loses because all he does is just tear things down, doesn't construct anything.
Right.
Which is much harder. You're right. Absolutely right. Tons of problems, tons of real world problems to deal with that we need solutions for. So the more people we have that are interested in solving these problems and to know how to do so, the better. To drop out of society, I think, and to sort of go your own way, or to just do what I can, make money, and fuck it. I don't think that's I hope people don't go that way.
As we've progressed to the point where we're testing everything that we used to do, which is good to question what if we're doing is right or wrong. But to me, I feel like there's a sense that everything in the past is wrong, and now everything that we haven't studied that is completely new, that we're trying out with only a couple of years of experience, is right, just because we've decided to do so. I get this arrogance from people my age. I feel like there's no respect to past principles anymore. I get this kind of sense.
Yeah, that may be. I think that happens though with every generation that comes along. They sort of know that they know better, because that was then, this is now, we know more, and it's not necessarily true, there's a lot we can learn from the past, and we should pay attention to it. But it also, I think, is produced by a certain attitude that says, my opinion is more important than someone else's, so I don't have to listen to other people. I have my own opinion, and it matters, right? And I think that's unfortunate, So everybody just has their own opinion, and there's no way to arrive at a kind of agreement or consensus about things. And that's not true. We can come much closer to agreement about things if we think about them and sort out our opinions and give reasons for our opinions. Then we can solve some of these problems.
People have become more closed-minded now than ever. Because they have access to this information, to any information they want, they can Google it. They have this certain arrogance that lets them think that they know best now, because they have the power of all information in their pocket.
Yeah.
Even though they might not always use it effectively or professionally or accurately,
Yeah.
Just this sense of, what? No, you have no right, because I have this device too. So you have no right to tell me anything anymore.
Right. Everyone has access to the omniscient Google.
Right.
The all-knowing, all-seeing Google, and you just have to ask the Google, and they'll give you the answer.
Almost like a modern-day Bible.
Yeah, well, you might put it that way. There's all my answers are in Google. But that's crazy. It's a good resource, but you have to know how to use it. You can't just randomly. And what people often do is just confirm their own bias by finding the answers that appeal to them, rather than challenge them, So they're just what's called confirmation bias.
Right.
And then you're just reaffirmed in the belief that you had rather than adjusting it. And then that's why you get different camps. This group of truths suits me, and this group of truths suits this other group, and everyone's got their own group. But that's not fine when we can't solve problems because we have these disagreements, or if we end up fighting because of them.